Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new LEGO Marvel's Avengers news update. Today we're going to be discussing achievements because they have all been indeed revealed for LEGO Marvel's Avengers. They were actually revealed a little while back. I also did want to quickly ask you guys if you want to see another news update maybe tomorrow or so with some of the new pictures or characters that have been revealed. I'm not sure if you want to see that or not. Let me know. Of course, the game is going to be out on January 26th, which is really just a few weeks away here. So I'm not really sure if you want me to do any more of the news updates or not. So let me know in the comment section below. And of course, if you guys enjoyed today's news update and you want to see more, don't forget to leave a like. So with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, let's get cracking. We have 40 achievements to discuss in total, and we're going to kick things off with the first 15, which are focused really on the levels in the game. So that confirms to us that there will indeed be 15 levels to defeat in the game, and then of course all the hub worlds to enjoy and collect more gold bricks and such. So, the cool thing about always the achievements is that they kind of give you some really cool Easter eggs, and oftentimes they will also leak some characters or something, or reveal to us, more importantly, some of the things that are going to be available. So let's kick things off with Struck Off the List, which says complete, struck off the list. Now, when it says complete right below all the achievements, below the one that I just mentioned, essentially what it says is all you have to do is complete that one mission and you will earn the achievement. So with that in mind, it looks like, as we know, we're going to kick things off when we actually take on essentially where the story picks up is from Avengers 2, Age of Ultron, where it starts, you know, where they're going after Hydra and everything. That's essentially where we're going to start the game, which is why we have that little Hydra logo as well. Then we have a Loki entrance, which I'm guessing is probably going to take us take us back to Avengers 1 or so, because we have the Avengers logo there. So I'm thinking, well, not Avengers, sorry. We have the SHIELD logo. So as a result of that, I'm thinking we're probably going to get flung back into Avengers 1. Then we have Rail Hydra, which I'm going to guess is going to be a level based on either the Winter Soldier, or it could possibly actually take us back all the way to the first Avenger for Captain America. We also have Shakespeare in the Park, which is probably going to be during Avengers 1, back when Loki and the bunch are... Well, actually, it could be. You know what? Now that I think about it, it could be based on Thor as well, now couldn't it? It does have a picture of Loki, which makes me think that more of Avengers 1 than Thor, but this might actually be a Thor-related level. So then we move on to Helicarrier. I don't know what I said. So we're Helicarrier Havoc, which again would be and would make sense to be set in one of two places, either Captain America, the Winter Soldier, because we saw that Helicarrier scene there as well, or the other one, and the one that I think most likely is the one from Avengers 1, where they have that crazy fight with, you know, Hawkeye arriving and Banner and Black Widow. That whole encounter in the Avengers 1 film is probably what Helicarrier Havoc is going to cover. We also have Avengers Assemble, which looks to be like probably the final scenes of Avengers 1, the film, where, of course, they fought the Chitauri army and take down Loki and everything. So my guess is that that's where we kind of wrap up our entire Avengers 1 storyline and we get to move forwards. Then we have Earth's Mightiest, which I wonder if that's going to be something kind of like a post Avengers 1 level, or maybe, just maybe, that might be something along the lines of after the Avengers 2 events. They might kind of like have us somewhere in there now, thrown into that particular storyline. Of course, the interesting thing that I will say is that the order of these achievements shows to us that we're going to be kind of traveling to different films in different orders, which is really intriguing because I'm really interested to see how it all comes back together at the end. Or will we need to kind of play this whole experience as a piecemeal kind of thing where, you know, okay, well, now we're enjoying this particular side of things, but now we're going over here, and now we're going over here. And I think that that's going to be good as well, don't get me wrong. But I also wonder if they're going to have some sort of a line that connects everything across the board. So I guess we'll find out in due time. Next up, we have Lack of Insight, which has actually an image of the Winter Soldier. So that's interesting because that obviously probably indicates to us that we are talking about the Winter Soldier film when we are going to be playing through this level. Then we move on to Ready, Aim, Fire, which will probably address the events of Iron Man 3. That's where AIM was probably the most prominent it has been in the Marvel Cinematic Universe so far, apart from the TV stuff, because I don't follow that as much, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so I'm not sure how prominent they are there. But I would say that it would make sense that Iron Man 3 would be the events that the events of Iron Man 3 would be covered in this level. Then we have Lost in the Ether, which would be, of course, Thor: The Dark World, so that would make sense perfectly there. And then, of course, we also move on to Avengers 2 again, where we have No Strings on Me. That will obviously address probably the introduction of Ultron into the LEGO Marvel's Avengers video game. Then we have Anger Management, which will probably be the level that covers the Hulkbuster versus Hulk, that entire fight scene there in Avengers Age of Ultron. Then we have Career Prospect, which will once again obviously be that chase scene where Captain America drops his shield and Black Widow in pursuit with the shield is driving through crazy traffic and everything, and it's going to be a pretty fun mission, I hope, and able to deliver the shield back to Cap. So that's probably what that will be addressing. And then we have two final components addressing Ultron specifically. We have Rise of Ultron and Ultron Undone. Rise of Ultron will probably be, I'm guessing, probably the events of, if we have Career Prospects here, it would make sense that after that, I'm trying to remember, maybe, I guess, when he assembles his body, like when he becomes Ultimate Ultron, and then after that, the final scenes would be fighting him and taking him down, which would be Ultron Undone. And that's the final level in the game. Supposedly, if the order of the achievements is correct, which usually it is, that's what we will get to experience first and last. So it's kind of interesting, what I meant to say first and last is the Avengers Age of Ultron is going to be the film that introduces us to the whole game and the film that wraps things up. So that's kind of interesting. I really like the idea of them saying, like, hey, here's where the story begins, but where were we before? And then we get to travel through all these different experiences in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, whether it be, of course, events of Winter Soldier or other events in Iron Man films, Thor, Captain America, the individual films, and then we wrap it back up with Avengers Age of Ultron, which is pretty neat. So that's really, really nifty. Let me know what you guys think of that entire level cohesion. Would you have preferred it to be in chronological order? So we would start with like Iron Man, then Iron Man 2, 3 maybe, then, not 2, 3. Iron Man 2, Captain America, Thor, Iron Man 3, Avengers, so on and so forth. Would you have preferred that to be the order that they would go with? Yes or no? Let me know in the comment section below. So now let's get to all the other achievements. There are still plenty to talk about here, 25 to be exact, so let's get rocking. First one is Always Angry, transform from Banner to Hulk. Pretty straightforward, not much really to say about that one. We have True Avenger, which now we know is going to be the true hero rank of this particular LEGO game. If you've ever played a LEGO game, you know that you need to collect a certain amount of studs per level in order to earn an honor, or in order to earn like an actual status for that level. Like, you did really great at gathering a certain number of studs. That's what it's going to be called in this game. It's going to be called True Avenger. You asked for it. Stop 10 random crimes in Manhattan during a single session. Sounds pretty cool. Sounds pretty fun. I think those random crimes is going to be a whole bunch of fun to actually enjoy, and hopefully they will continuously generate so that there's always something to do within the lovely hub world of Manhattan. I'll do it myself. Witness the 100% stud fountain inside Avengers Tower, which sounds awesome because A, now we know that we can go inside of Avengers Tower, which is pretty cool. We didn't know that before. And B, they're adding the 100 stud fountain once again into the game, which was something that I really did enjoy previously, and it's cool that they're bringing it right back. On your left, which of course is a reference to the Winter Soldier, if you remember with Falcon and Captain America, when he's running in the morning, and he would always run by him and go like, on your left, you know, as he's passing him by. So here, there's an achievement for that. Play as any version of Falcon and as any version of Cap while in Washington, D.C. And that's the kind of stuff I love in achievements, because it always gives you kind of that extra oomph and enjoyment out of it. Now, of course, keep in mind, when I say achievements, this is also referring to trophies and such. And it really kind of covers both. It's just that the achievements were the ones that were revealed first. So we then move on to the Warriors 3. Play as Fandral, Hogan, and Volstagg in one sitting. And that will, of course, allow you to earn this particular achievement. Very cool. Again, nice little Easter egg in there. And super duper fun. A startling metamorphosis. Transform from Lou Ferrigno to Hulk Lou Ferrigno, which is really cool, because imagine having, like, playing as two different characters. One of you plays as Banner, one of you plays as Lou Ferrigno, then both of them get angry, and bada beam, bada boom, the Hulks have arrived. That's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be really, really cool to enjoy. Born Yesterday, play as Vision, both playable characters, which is kind of interesting. I guess you're going to be able to cover Vision as both players or such, or it might be referring more to two different versions of the Vision himself. So either way, sounds pretty cool to me. House Party Protocol, which once again is obviously a reference to the Iron Man 3 film when he calls upon this particular protocol. Play as every Iron Man variant in one session. Sounds pretty awesome. I mean, I was going to do that anyway, but now we're going to earn a trophy/achievement for doing so, which is pretty cool. We then move on to a funny thing happened, as we need to drive Lola as Agent Coulson, which obviously is really cool because I love that they're not only going to the cinematic universe, but they're also borrowing things from the TV side of things, and there's even some stuff here for the Netflix TV shows as well for Marvel. So it's really cool that they kind of have a little bit of everything in here, and they didn't just say, okay, you know, this is going to be focused only on the Avengers and nothing else. They went, okay, what is Marvel doing in terms of live action, entertainment, and everything? We're going to encapsulate all of that and then add a whole bunch of comic book stuff as well. Young Avengers is the next achievement/trophy that we will be discussing, as we need to play as Hawkeye, as Kate Bishop, Hulkling, Wiccan, America Chavez, and Speed in the same session, and if we do so, we earn the Young Avengers trophy/achievement. Beyond, playing as Aldrich Killian, Die and Respawn, and that is pretty awesome because, of course, if you don't know, Greg Miller from IGN, and I think now Kind of Funny, I think it's called, he got to voice Aldrich Killian, and they put an achievement in here, which was I think that's the name of the show that he did at IGN or something like that. It was called Beyond. So it's really cool that not only did he get to be in it, which is incredible, that was really, really cool, and congratulations and all the best, but he got to have his own achievement/trophy, and that is incredible. We then have Globe Trotter, where we need to go ahead and visit all the different hub worlds within the game, and once we do so, we will then go on ahead and earn this achievement/trophy. Interesting enough that they chose a picture of Earth, though, because obviously some of the hub worlds are not on Earth, such as Asgard, so I'm a little bit confused as to why they went with that one, but I guess it makes sense. We then move on to the next set of achievements here, which the first one is one that I'm really, really excited about because I love the Create a Superhero feature before, and it's back, and now we earn a trophy/achievement for creating a custom character. The next achievement we're going to be discussing is Giant-Sized Marvel. Grow Ant-Man, Black Goliath, and Fin Fang Foom in one sitting. That sounds incredible because, of course, we knew that Fin Fang Foom can become huge. We've already seen just how massive he is. If you haven't seen some of that footage from like Germany, they did like a tour in Europe with several different outlets, and they showed how massive Fin Fang Foom is. He is incredible, but we also got a confirmation that Black Goliath could do that in those same footage, but we never saw Ant-Man grow huge. So now we know he's able to do so as well, and that is absolutely awesome. I'm super duper happy about that and super duper psyched. Then we have We're Connected. Play as Harley Keener and Tony Stark in any level other than level 9, which of course is a reference to Iron Man 3, and it's really, really cool that it is thrown in there. Just a little bit more of an obscure reference, but one that I think is definitely warranted in the achievement/trophy category. Fast and Fury Us. Team up Nick Fury and Quicksilver. Of course, Quicksilver is the fast one, Nick Fury is Fury, and we get the Fast and Furious little reference in there, which is pretty funny. We then move on to the next set of achievements here, which is I Am Iron Stan. Transform into Stan Lee in Hulkbuster form, which sounds pretty awesome. We're going to do that anyway, and I believe it's actually called Stan Buster, so it's interesting that they actually wrote Stan Lee Hulkbuster instead of Stan Buster. Would have made more sense. But we then move on to a magical place. Playing as Coulson, Die and Respawn, which is obviously a cool little reference to the TV show. And what was the name of that project that they said? Oh man, I forgot what it was called, because I've not watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm not fully caught up on that. I was only a few episodes in, so I'm quite behind on it, but I don't remember what the name of it is, but the one that he goes to like relax or whatever. So it's I think that would have been a cool name to actually provide to this achievement/trophy. Stiff Upper Lip is obviously a reference here to some of the British characters in the game, such as playing as Captain Britain, Union Jack, Spitfire, Fire, Agent Carter, and the Mandarin, also known as Trevor Slattery, will allow you to go ahead and get this achievement. Very cool. I think that, did they have something like this in Marvel Superheroes? I want to say they did for like Captain Britain, Union Jack, and a couple of others, but I don't remember specifically. I might be wrong about that though. But another cool achievement that is actually in the game is Over the Moon, where we need to play as Moon Knight, Moon Dragon, Moon Boy, all in one session. There's a lot of moon going on within the Avengers game, but sign me up. We're heading to the moon. There's one small step for man, one ginormous step for mankind, or however that went. So yeah, that sounds pretty fun, sounds pretty awesome, and it's going to be a lot of fun to actually achieve. We then move on to the last and final 4 achievements / trophies available in the game, and this is the first one here, which was of course a reference to the Netflix TV show, which is the Defenders. Play as Iron Fist, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage. Of course, we know that the Defenders will be a show on Netflix once they wrap up all the other shows and kind of bring them back together, which will be really fun, hopefully, and exciting. Well, I don't know about fun, because that's not really been the tone so far of those shows, but it will be interesting, let's put it that way. Perfect Panapictagraphist is, I think, how you pronounce the name of the next achievement here. Unlock and view all 15 minikit comic pages, which sounds pretty intriguing. I'm guessing that since there are 15, the minikits this time around are going to unlock comic pages, and each one of them will unlock a comic page. Therefore, as a whole together, they will come together into 15 mini-kit comic pages. Sounds pretty cool and sounds pretty exciting in terms of the reward that we're going to get for collecting the mini-kits all throughout. Going nowhere, turn on all red power bricks at the same time. I wonder what that is a reference to, because of course they spelled nowhere, not exactly like nowhere, essentially going to no place, but they spelled it like the place that we've seen in the Guardians of the Galaxy. And I wonder, it would be incredible if there was some sort of a weird Easter egg where when you turn on all the red power bricks at the same time, something happens where you can like travel to nowhere or something. That would be insanely cool. I doubt that that's what the case is. I think that maybe it's just so overwhelming when you have all the red power bricks that you don't even know what's happening at the same time. So maybe that's the case. I always enjoyed the red brick extras because they're always fun, and I think that lately they didn't do as many like really cool ones. So even though Dimensions was a step in the right direction in my opinion, they did some really neat stuff there. I hope that I think that Lego City Undercover did some of the coolest stuff, like in terms of making characters huge and such. If they could do that again, that would be absolutely awesome. And then last but certainly not least, the 40th and final achievement / trophy available in the game is Be Worthy. Create and play as a custom character equipped with Mjolnir. So of course you create your own character, give it to Mjolnir, and as a result of that, you are indeed worthy. Well, thank you guys so very much for watching today's news update and listening, of course. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to leave a like. That is always highly appreciated. I'll catch all of you lovely folks next time. Peace out. See you laters, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.